All right, match number 4. We got Zach Wiedman, Chandler Stevens again. You can see the high power of Chandler once again. And the super high tilt of Zach Wiedman. Zach does something strange with his hand, but he gets it to do what he wants to do. But that tilt has to be facing the ceiling. He circles this in. Oh, nice. Nice tattoo, bud. Cool.
But a piece broke off.
That's okay. Spare you don't want to shoot at it again at 2-8. You've seen it missed on this lane already once before. And it's missed again. Ooh, no. Just. Pretty interesting to see which ball. Alright. So definitely another ball change again. It's turned off, bud. Oh, that one? Here. Chandler's making a ball change again, going with an Obsession Tour. A little bit lower dip ball. We saw when he finished this match over here before, he used that dark web. He's going to go with a low dip instead of high dip. Even though that was a lower dip ball, that ball always was pretty high friction, pretty high response down lane. With a rev rate like his, definitely going to get going. After 3, Dombrowski retains his lead, but only has 140 pin lead now, 139 pin lead over Crummel in second at plus 204. Jasinski plus 168. Stevens in fourth, plus 146, tied with Graham Faw at plus 146. Big jump down to 6th at Zach Wiedman at plus 55. So that's the typical reaction there. When you see somebody that their ball jumps through their face, you make them a little bit of move left, and it just kind of wiggles down lane, leaves a 2-8. And that's what we've seen all 3 matches on this pair. Really seems like that left lane is the trouble lane. Good spares. A whole lot of 8 counts here so far in this match. Using a dark web himself. Left to right, going around it pretty good. He's going to cross right at around 22, 23. And he gets it out there to about 6-7. But his high tilt gets it to still pick up down lane. So he's using a smoother reaction bowling ball. But the way he rolls it off his hand, he gets it twirling down lane. He gets it to pick up down lane. So it makes it clean and smooth around the corner. Nothing too jumpy. So after a 2-8 over here on the left lane, let's see what he does. that one actually stopped. So that one even got a little bit further left than what he did on the right lane, and it stopped there. It sat there pretty good. So that was good ball reaction. It was good shot there. Chandler on the right lane here went through the face time before, and then 2-8 on the left lane. Let's see what kind of an adjustment he makes. Sticking with the Obsession Tour. Also crossing right at around 23. Then never got right of 11 or 12. I had no chance. I mean, you just get into those lower to mid-range differential balls. You start throwing them to the right, a lot of times they don't want to pick up, so you kind of get a little bit afraid of throwing it too far to the right. You don't want a 2-8-10. Leave some nasty split. Good spare there. So now he's really got to get going.
Just feel with the finger. Right here.
Chandler up on the left lane. Down a bundle. Got that one going right. And that one stopped. That one stopped. That one didn't want to go through the pins. Just kind of gave you that little bit of a hook stop. Oh, ball reaction. Almost fell on my butt. Wiedman up on the right lane with that dark web again. Pretty amazing shot right there. That's pretty sick. That's good ball reaction. It's another one of those guys when you give him the ability to kind of stand left, throw left or right. He's pretty tough to beat. You can get that ball to circle around. I know I finished second to him at one of the, his first regional title last year. He beat me for it. And that's what he was doing. He was going around the lane, and it was very difficult to beat. That's a pretty clutch four-bagger there. That's solid. Making that dark web look really nice. The ball changed, went to the dark web as well. That one's going to pick up the lane better than the Obsession Tour, but that one's really going to force you to open it up like we saw him do. The last time he was on this pair, it was the same thing. You had to get it going to the right. Believe it or not, folks, that's difficult to do, although we see it happen a lot. You give somebody 10 chances to try and chop it on purpose, they might not do it at all. See what kind of an adjustment you make mechanics here. On the left lane, it should be a little bit easier to get going to the right. I think he's still afraid of throwing it too far to the right. That was pretty good. We definitely didn't get that one going too far, and that one sat there nice. The question is can he get it going in the right direction on the right lane? Because he's going to have to put some stuff together here to even have a chance in this match, let alone to save the game. That ain't real. Nick Crummell left a 2, 6, 7, 8, 10. And almost made it. Almost made it. He left only the 8 pin. Wow. That was impressive. So Wiedman with a 5-bagger here. Commanding lead. Trying to dig himself out of that 6th place position. 90 back from Stevens. That one stopped a little too early in flat 10. Looked like he kind of got his hand going a little bit more forward than he normally does. That one just decided to roll forward through the pins instead of continuing left. Should be a pretty routine spare here. Keep a commanding lead. 3 frames to go. Chandler needing to throw a couple of really good ones here to save this game, get some score out of it, keep himself in the hunt for a top 5 finish. Jasinski struggling on that right pair. Both players struggling over there. It's got to go. That right lane. That's just like I was saying earlier in one of the earlier matches. It's always the right lane that makes it difficult to get it going right. And I don't know if it's because of the feeling of the ball return being right there. It's easier to throw the ball to the right on the left lane than it is on the right lane. For me, it always has been. And it always seems that most people miss left more often on the right lane than they do on the left lane. That one just stayed on his hand a little bit longer. Almost looked like it just hung up in the hedge. Got going forward, got it going right, and it just stopped. I'm telling you folks, this was a really, really difficult pattern. It was really easy to leave some nasty stuff on it. Luck it one time, and then get up on that same lane, throw a shot that you feel like is pretty similar in Big 4 the very next frame. So speed sensitive. It's a good spare. He's got max 197 out there now. Wiedman, 159 in the 6th, spare in the 7th, has a max 269. 269 would be a huge game. It'd get him almost 100 more pins, get him back up to 140 over. Needs a couple of good ones here, though. He also wants a chance to finish high in this standings. And that one just delayed, just a pinch too long. Just a little late down lane, behind the head pin, sitting that 6 pin in the gutter. That right there, it's one of those 3 inches. 3 inches sooner, And that ball strikes. It snaps the 10 out. Maybe even 3 inches later, and it probably swishes a strike. At this point, with 3.5 or 4.5 games to go, or 3.5 games to go, this tournament is Dombrowski's to lose. Only 140 pin lead. Anything can happen. Although Crummell is bowling Dombrowski now. He's in second. He's got a max of 201. Dombrowski has 203 in the 9th. So he's going to lose even more ground. And he didn't strike in the 10th. So Dombrowski's going to extend his lead with 3 games to go. Chandler looking to put a double up and get into the 190s. Or at least double up to get into the 180s. 3-bagger to get to the 190s. Back to the Obsession Tour. Giving it a little bit of loft just like the last one. Never got it going to the right. Zeke Bate down there on 9 and 10. Needed double in the 10th to win. Like strike stone 8 to lose. Jasinski's 168 over, and he just split again. So we're going to have some mixing up here going on. So that gives Graham the win with 204 down there. So it gives him another 34 pins. That gets Graham to 180 over. Crummell's going to shoot 189 and lose. So he's going to be in second still, but not by much. Dombrowski's going to extend his lead by another possibly 60 pins, possibly 70 pins. The double in the 10th. Chandler got one going very right. Trips to 2-8, good break. Needs double here, shoot 184. 184 at least saves a little bit of face. Tried that dark web again, and it did the exact same thing that the Obsession Tour did. Just bailed on the back part of the lane, left 2-8. So with a spare, he's going to shoot 174. Wiedman can still shoot 258. Still would be pretty big. Gets him into that top 5 range. Dombrowski shoots 220 and wins. So he's going to gain another 50 pins plus another almost 60 pins on his lead. Just a little left. Crummell's the 4-9. It's a big double there. It's going to move him up in the standings for sure with 250 if he doubles here. Either way, with 240, that's still a good win. Gets him over 100 over. 130 over. It's going to move him into possibly 4th. I'm going to move him into 4th with it, even if he doesn't double here. Just the double. 250 is a pretty good game.
That's what it was game 1. Yeah, 60 to 140. 5 and 6. I got one.
Looks like Wiedman's changing balls. Looks like he's got a different web, dark web. He went from a pin down one to a pin up one, just to see the difference. Pin up one, much higher response. So that's the match there. That's match number 4. Wiedman beats Chandler. Stevens, 256 to 174. This is J.R. Raymond here at the PBA Farmers State Bank Roto Grip Open. Bringing you the action. Game 5 coming up. Stay tuned, folks.